Hello to my Geminis and happy full moon to my Geminis. Geminis, this reading is for the 3rd of December. I know you're probably watching this on the 4th, but from the 3rd of December through the 10th of December. Again, happy full moon. It's a happy full cold moon. It's a happy cold moon. Full cold moon, okay? Alrighty. You're making some decisions and I love it. You're making some decisions. The Lover's card came out first. You see this spread is already laid out here. And first I want to just tell my collective community, please be careful while you're driving during full moon, because full moon not only affects all living beings, right? Animals as well. But please be careful. When I'm out driving, I see mainly deer, right? And as cute as they are, when it starts becoming nighttime, they jumping out in the middle of the road. Please tell your family members, just spread that message. They're not really, looking for your permission to slow down as they're jumping across the road. So just protect yourselves, pass that message along. They're just so happy that the moon is full. They can see, they're so blinded by the light. They're just jumping across the road. So that may be something that a lot of people are not really thinking about. So if I can pass that message along, it may seem like, that's common knowledge to a lot of people, but a lot of people are not really thinking about that, when they're racing, trying to get from here to there. But pass that message along to as many people as possible. It's really not as common knowledge as people think. So. All right, let's get into your reading. Again, happy full moon to everybody. You're making some decisions. This is the overall energy that I'm seeing for you all. This is the Lover's card. Overall energy, alignment, choice, and authentic connection. Define your week. You're integrating both sides of your nature. And so you feel others' needs strongly. So choose connections that reciprocate. An affirmation that I created for you all is I choose what aligns with my truth, heart, and highest good. Okay. With your truth, right? And so here we have messages here. So what's emerging? This is Page of Swords. And so new ideas, fresh curiosity, and mental breakthroughs appear. So communication becomes a powerful tool. And so your intuitive pings may come through words, conversations, or synchronicities. And so an affirmation for you that I created for you is my mind is clear, sharp, and guided by intuition. All right. Yeah. So you're sending a message very clear about career and vocation, like answering a call on your life. You're sending a message very clear that you have answered the call on your life, right? And you're taking it very seriously when you're answering a call on your life, right? Because you're answering a call from above, source, and it's no secret. You're not keeping it a secret that you've answered a call on your life. That's not a secret. The moon, like when we have dreams and stuff, like you protect your dreams. You may be like, oh, gosh, you know what? You may say, let's say, for instance, you want to become a chef, right? And you may have learned the hard way. You may have told people prematurely that you want to become a chef, and people have done everything they could possibly do to stop those dreams, right? Run out here, told everybody, contacted every chef school and within a certain mile radius to stop your dreams, did everything they could possibly do to stop it. But you're protecting your dreams now, right? You're not letting anything stop your dreams. And so something beneath the surface needs recognition. Emotions or illusions may temporarily cloud clarity. And so you may be absorbing others' unspoken feelings. So release what's not yours. An affirmation that I created for you is I trust the truth beneath the surface and stay anchored in my inner knowing. Right? Your inner knowing. So you're sharing something. You made a decision for you and someone else. Right? So some of you all have a partnership in business and or in love trying to come in. And so you decided to share something with a younger person. You're an open book. You have a very youthful spirit. You're sharing something with a younger person, something about your past, a secret, from your past. because something could have been overwhelming for somebody and they may be still trying to process, trying to wrap their head around something. They could have been bullied about something. And so something that you share with them could actually save them. Y'all know I say on my channel, we don't have the power to save people, but you're leading people to water and it's up to them to drink it. Basically, you're saying, okay, I'm showing you something, I'm giving you something. What you do with it is up to you. Right? So something is going to happen really fast. Here we have 8 of Wands. This is past influences. So this is where you're staying focused. Recent momentum, rapid communication, or swift change still shapes this moment. And so you've moved through energetic storms quickly. Your adaptability is your gift. Affirmation that I created for you all is I flow with change and I trust the direction of my momentum. Right? So something is very sacred with you with someone, right? Something possibly doing with a child. When I say child, I don't mean little. Well, it could be a little child, but I think I'm picking up here. Page energy is message. Like you're sending a message to possibly a young adult that has possibly been bullied, that it's not okay to bully you about something, right? I feel like you could respect the way that they communicate, but it's not okay to bully you. Like it's like freedom of speech. So I feel like this is a relationship between a parent possibly and an adult child, but it's not okay for them to bully you. It's okay to speak freely. This is what I'm picking up on in your reading here. But it's not okay to be cold towards you. So that's what I'm picking up on, because you all are a zodiac sign that doesn't like people to be condescending to you. And I don't really pick up on Geminis really being condescending to other people for the most part, right? There could be some Geminis out there that's condescending to other people, but yeah, I'm gonna just leave it there. I'm quite sure there's some Geminis out there that could be if they needed to be, but I feel like this is what I'm seeing here is more of empathic, like conversation between like a parent and possibly an adult child. Like you're trying to be fair, and I'm seeing compassion here. So you're putting an end to something, and something is very sacred between, like I feel like some kind of relationship building is what I'm seeing here in this reading. This is what I'm seeing. And something is happening really fast. So that's where you're staying focused. Something is going to put an end to something really fast. So this is not something for social media consumption is what I'm seeing. You could put something on social media, but it's not, you're not trying to blow something out of proportion. There's something between you and your possibly your adult child. Gemini. So congratulations to you, because you're putting an end to something. Congratulations. Because some kind of injustice has been done to you. It's like people ganged up on you for something from your past. You've been bullied for something in your past, and it should not have been that. And other people, like something you have in common with some people, and something should not have been, and so sending everybody lots of love and light. So recent momentum here. Rapid communication or swift change still shapes this moment. And so you've moved through energetic storms quickly. Your adaptability is your gift. And so, like I said, affirmation that I created for you is I flow with change and trust the direction of my momentum. So you've been, a karmic couple, basically, overwhelmed a younger person. A karmic couple did something. So it's 3 energies involved here that did, basically were open enemies to you. It's really 2 people that's open enemies to you, but they overwhelmed a younger person. They basically kind of bullied a younger person into doing something, and they were overwhelmed. Like, what do I got to do with it? Well, the younger person like, well, what do I have to do with this mess? I want to be involved in something. Y'all are lovers, or y'all are partners in crime. Why are y'all doing bringing me into this mess, right? And so you're clearing something up. So what do you need to know? So here's a challenge for you. It's 5 of Swords. Conflicts, misunderstandings, or mental burnout may arise if communication becomes sharp or reactive. So you're not being reactive. You're very, very structured. So protect your mental boundaries. Not every conflict requires your involvement, right? That's what I'm saying. You're sending a message to a young person, like in a physical sense. You're physically sending, that's what, and this what this is. You're physically sending something to a young person. What they do with it is up to them. They can save themselves with it. What you do with it is up to you. You're sending them something. Like I'm physically giving you something. What you do with it is up to you. That way you can remove yourself from it. That's why if it was a child, that's different. Then maybe you would have to speak up. But as you can see in this picture, people have retreated. So you've already won something, right? So protect your mental boundaries. Not every conflict requires your involvement. That's what I'm trying to tell you. An affirmation that I created for you is I communicate with care and choose peace over unnecessary battles. You won't even have to battle. This is something you have in common with somebody. It's like you don't even have to battle. You don't have to get to no argument with people, nothing. You already saved yourself. Relationship and connections, romantic openness, emotional invitations, or heartfelt conversations deepen bonds. And so for you, others may feel safe confiding in you. Use discernment to avoid emotional overload. So here, affirmation for you is I welcome genuine love and emotional harmony. Genuine love and emotional harmony. And so career and purpose is this Queen of Pentacles here. Security, responsibility, and grounded progress define your work path this week. And so practical routines help stabilize your highly active mental energy. And so an affirmation that I created for you here is I build a stable, abundant future with confidence and calm. Right? Yeah. The advice that I have here is the King of Wands is lead boldly, express your ideas with confidence and passion. Your vision inspires others. Being sensitive doesn't diminish your power. It enhances your leadership. And so an affirmation that I created for you here is I lead with passion, clarity, and inspired action. Yeah, so the outcome for you is 10 of Pentacles. Long-term stability, support, and prosperity are within reach. Family or community connections strengthen. Your energy attracts abundance when you feel safe, grounded, and aligned. And the affirmation that I created for you here is I'm aligned with lasting abundance, security, and fulfillment. That's right. Yeah. So like I said, you're actually accomplishing multiple things. You're breaking some kind of generational cycle, chain, and curse. Currently, we have 4 planets that are retrograde, Jupiter being one, right? So somebody's feeling really lucky. Jupiter is the planet of good luck, good fortune, what's on the horizon. You're already covering something for the future because you're passing of something in the physical. This is solar plexus energy. Somebody already saw you as competition to begin with. So you don't need to give it any air, right? This is somebody as a friend, family, whoever. Saw you as competition. You don't need to give it any air. All you need to do is give something to this younger person. And they may be nervous about something, but you're empowering them with something in the physical sense, saying, here, this is what you make a decision. Do what you want, do what you need to do with it. Because you were used. You were used. Something that they used you in the past. If you have to go back to court, if they have spiritual court or whatever, but spiritually, you have something you're empowered with something. You can either sit there like a bump on a log if you want to, or you can put some fire up under yourself. You are empowered now and see something from a higher frequency and stop being bullied and get the heck out of Dodge. Get as far away from these energies as you possibly can. Get inspired, right? Get inspired, right? That doesn't have to be a part of your legacy where you sit there constantly, you can put an end to something right away. And so that's up to somebody else. But again, that's what you have in common. That's what you have in common. Somebody has been sitting under the watchful eye of watchdogs, like people who have just been basically ready to bark orders at somebody, and they just been kind of sitting there walking on eggshells, nervous and scared. Talking about they got access to resources. They know somebody who knows somebody in low places and all this craziness. And they know people who know people while they've been doing injustices to you. And so Source is saying, no, you got access to resources as well. You got stuff from the past that one of these lovers doesn't know anything about. And that's the sad thing about it, is that this one of the, well, I got resources, I know people. See, the technology, they're looking at stuff in the modern age. You got stuff in the physical. When you see the moon card here, both of these energies are keeping secrets from each other. This young person right here doesn't know any of it. They both keep, this is a karmic couple. They don't know which one got secrets on each other. That's why this young person right here, you're empowering them with something, saying the one that they're in a relationship with, they don't even know what secrets are going on in the past. Give this young person something that you know about the one that that you were in a relationship with in the past. This one right here, it's going to pop the lid off of something. The one that they're in a relationship with, it's going to shut it all down. It's going to shut it all down. Now what? They're going to think you cold as ice. It's time to open up the vault. There it is. Time to open up the vault. You're tired of playing games because, again, you try to keep something high vibrational. You really try to keep something high vibrational and be adult about things, right? This is you. You try to be adult about things, but now, see, this is why lovers is plural here. This is not the first time, whoever you are, Gemini, this is not the first lover that your ex has tried to use against you. This is not the first lover, right? This is just the first time you've decided, because remember, you're a mutable sign. So you've just gone along with the flow. But now, since you're now aware of something, that somebody went to court, spiritual court, something has manifested into the physical realm now. Something has manifested into the physical realm now. Now that you're seeing watchdogs, they've actually done something where they've instilled fear into this person, into this young person's heart. And this lover is on board, right? So you don't have to get into an argument because you got something in the physical that this lover doesn't know about. Because they've now enlisted more people. What you got is going to blow something off the roof. This lover already has a temper problem. Your ex doesn't know that you still have something. And it's indisputable. They couldn't even dispute it if they wanted to. Because we're not talking about technology. Everything in moderation. You're going to provide little by little because they don't know what you have. Your ancestors are proud of you. You're not playing games anymore. They want the best for you. Always bet on you. You versus you. You know, I'm trying to tell you, you don't have any competition. Your ex you're not playing. Get some fresh air. Go outside and get some fresh air. You inspire them to heal. Because this could easily manifest to physical court. Easily. And you're not threatening anybody because you wanted to keep everything mature. You wanted to keep things as a mature adult. You're not playing. Your ex has lost their mind. He or she, it doesn't matter. They have completely lost their mind. This when you let stuff spiral way out of control. Your ex, whoever your ex is, has not only, they've been doing stuff in secret because they sneaky, okay? They got your family and their family involved in stuff. And so people don't really know what to believe. But I'm telling you, you got something in your possession that's going to pop the lid off of everything, where everybody is going to be in shambles. So if they want to take it to physical court, all right, let's present evidence. Give it to this young person. And tell the person, right, tell the young person, you got something so powerful in your possession. If you say something and let them take this from you, you don't have nothing else to say. Because you got more. But if they let them take that from you, then you don't have nothing else to say. You need to, hey, maybe you need to be over there. Be with them. Hey, you moving on. Because you got so much more. But go ahead and test them with something. Leave them behind. Angel Raphael, the healer and protector of travelers, is with you. Because you're not playing with your ex. Do the mirror work. It's time to heal your wounded warrior, your wounded healer. Your ex know you ain't playing. You're a star. Your ex know you ain't playing. That's why they had to enlist so many people. Because you're not the type that's going to get out and be tussling and fighting and putting hands on people. You're not going to jail for people. You ain't doing all that crazy mess. Low vibrational mess. That's why they had to eventually get this energy involved, right? That's why your ex gets lovers who have tempers to try to bait you into stuff, right? So now they had to get this young person to do something, to be a third party to something in spiritual court, to try to manifest something, right? Because they're still trying to get a temper out of you, whoever you are. But nah, test this young person with something that you have in the physical and see what they do with it. Tell them, hey, you got something very valuable in your possession. And hold on to the rest of it. Put it in a very safe space. And make sure you get with some people that's going to hold it just in case something happens. Get it with some people. Your ex know you ain't playing. Because they don't want something to get out. You're going into solitude. They're going into solitude. Your ex's person is going into solitude. They're going to be reading all kinds of spiritual texts, meditating, going into hermit mode, a light coming on for them, all kinds of stuff. Because your ex knows you are not playing. That's why they keep trying to bring out the dark side of you. And I'm telling y'all, wherever Gemini is in your birth chart, your ex know you will end them. In them and every single person they connected to. They already know. Because they know your heart. You're a giver. You gave everybody a chance to do the right thing by you. But the moment they cross this boundary right here with this young person right here, you said, you know what? All bets are off. Give this young person one thing and tell them to see what they do with it. Deepening. Once you're on earth for enough lifetimes, your old soul will begin to long for non-grasping detachment and surrender. They bring the peace of God. Give them one physical piece of something and see what they do with it. And hold on to the rest for yourself. Your ex, I'm telling you, I'm trying to tell you, your ex know exactly who they dealing with. That's why they keep trying to play these mind games, but you're not the one. You're really not. They're going to retreat. See on this card right here? They're going to retreat. The bullying is going to stop. I'm telling you. Because your ex going to be like, they still got that? Yep. Yep, you sure do. And there's a whole lot more where that came from. Because you knew the day would come. A fiery climax approaches. And guess what? And you ready. Because guess why? You worked on your Chiron. Chiron. You're not playing. You don't care who they brought. They've been playing every single lover they've been with. Every single lover they've been playing. And you about to call it straight to the carpet. Soul fragments. Recall all parts of yourself. There it is. You're not playing games. You are not playing games. You try to be, see, you, whoever you are, like I said, you have been silent. You have been silent. You've been going along with the flow. But as soon as this young person, you saw that this young person, that's why you see this fire here, because there's a root to where all of this came from. There's a lot of lovers involved because somebody else sees you as a threat. Somebody else in their family sees you as a threat. Like somebody's parent sees you as a threat. It could be somebody's mom or somebody's dad sees you as a threat. So that's where all these lovers come from, right? So whoever you are, you were never protected in that relationship. Let's be crystal clear. You were never protected in that relationship, right? So this young person here, this is just evidence of this. So a fiery climax, like I said before, you don't have nothing to worry about. Heal your wounded healers. You ain't gonna know no flow. Yeah, you ain't gonna know with no flow. It's not even about their lovers, Gemini. That's what you got to understand. It's not even about their lovers. That's a cover for stuff. You know what's up. I mean, you know what it is. The bottom, you don't care about that. You don't care about that. They will find out whatever they need to find out. Somebody has seen you as competition from the day you walk through the door. Somebody has seen you as competition. You and somebody have something in common. Now, I'm going to leave it out of the reading. I'm going to leave it out of the reading. Because I'm telling y'all, give something to this young one and say you got something very powerful in your possession. Do what you want to do with it, because it's a whole lot more from that one came from. Because this one right here, it wouldn't be a fiery climax if it wasn't something serious. If it wasn't so serious, it wouldn't be a fiery climax. It's just that other people, they don't want to see something. They don't want to see something. But that's okay. You don't have to see nothing. They can manifest it to physical if they want to. They can go ahead and manifest something to the physical, because you ain't scared. You're not the one that's scared. They are. That's what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. So yeah. Yeah, so like I said, whoever this young, I want to say it's a young adult. They have been through so much already. They have been through so much. They probably don't want to be bothered with all of it, right? They probably don't want to be bothered with all of it, right? They would probably rather get along than fight. And I feel like that's your stance, whoever you are, because you've gone along with so much. But something has really spiraled out of control. It has really, really spiraled out of control. Because this is part of somebody's legacy. They love to fight. Craziness. They love to fight. They like to go back. And whoever this is, they love to go back. This is somebody's in-laws. This is your in-laws, whoever you are. These are in-laws. This is craziness. This is absolute craziness. But you don't have any competition. I'm trying to tell you, you don't have no competition. None. See, fire, this is energy. You can go outside and get some fresh air and get some sunlight. You're not scared of that. You sit yourself right on your throne. You're a prayer warrior. Somebody else has been in a lion's den, but guess what? You were raised around people. Listen, you were raised around people. You can spot that in a heartbeat. You're not afraid of that. You're an upright human being. You're not an animal in a jungle. You're not afraid of that at all. You are an upright human being. You can speak directly to whatever a situation is. You're not throwing this person right here, whoever this young person is, to no wolves or anything like that. So if you need to speak to something, you're speaking directly to it. So somebody can huff and puff and blow a house down. It won't make a difference. You're speaking a truth. You're speaking a truth. So make sure you heal your wounded healer. Okay? Put an end to something. That is what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. Yeah. So make a decision. Make a decision. Yeah, make a decision. I feel like somebody is praying about something, but I feel like you are making a decision. You're learning how to save yourself. Because somebody's looking for somebody else to save somebody, right? You're looking for somebody else to save somebody, right? But yeah, you're looking for people to be behind you, and I got your back, I got your back. You don't need all of that. You really don't. You're just speaking your truth. That's it. Speak your truth. Yep, speak your truth. That's it. That is what I have for you. Get outside and get some fresh air. At what age did your parents work on their shadow self, and at what age did you work on your shadow self, right? It's a lot going on in your reading. It's a lot going on in your reading. But somebody's looking for a cat fight, because that's all they're about, is just fight this, fight that, cat fight, all this. You're not some wild animal, okay? You're not. Whoever you are, you're not some wild animal. Somebody sees your sensitivity as a weakness. It is not. You know, actually, sensitivity is a gift. So, you know, that's all. I'm gonna just leave it right there. Sensitivity is a gift, and that's what I have for you. Hopefully, this is helpful, and I'll see you all in the next video. Again, happy full moon. I did put some information on my TikTok and also my community page. Your ruling planet Mercury is no longer retrograde, so you're getting clear downloads, and it's a full moon, so you're getting clear downloads right now. But the new one is extra special. Somebody does have a partnership in business and or in love coming across your path, but you're not afraid of somebody because they're fiery. Like, fire should not, child, please. That's for warm conversations. It's for motivation. You motivate people. You want to have warm conversations. Just because somebody got all this blowtorch energy, and you know they're aggressive and all this, like all of that, they don't move the needle for you. They don't, child, please. They don't move the needle for you. Yeah, you use your fire high vibrationally. That's how you use your fire, high vibrationally, right? So give it no air, none, zero. It can't survive without. It just has a backdraft. That's what that has. It has a backdraft. That's what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. See you all in the next video. Bye.